Hey y'all, I am really sorry because I literally have no idea how to do a live stream. I've never done it before, so we will learn together, but I'm probably talking to myself, and that's okay because that's typically what I do anyway. Do y'all do that? Do y'all talk to yourself a lot? I don't know, but anyway, I had some things I wanted to talk to y'all about, some things that I have been learning from a book I've been reading, and I just wanted to sort of flesh that out with y'all. And I didn't really have the time to sit down and make a video and then edit the video. I have found that I am really perfectionistic about my videos, even though you can't really tell that by the end results of a lot of them. It takes me a long time to film a video and then edit the video because I have to take out so many of the mistakes that I make while I'm filming. And so I didn't really have time to do that for this video. So I just wanted to take an opportunity and sit down and chat a little bit about something that I have been working through and learning, and I thought that it was really helpful to me, and so I thought maybe it would be helpful to you too. But the thing that I wanted to talk to you about was this book that I found at the thrift store. It's called 1000 Gifts, and it is difficult at the very beginning to know what the book is about. I've been reading it for about a week. I'm not a very fast reader, and so I've gotten maybe halfway through in a week. It's not a very thick book, so it shouldn't take me this long to finish a book. But anytime I get a little bit of time by myself, or anytime I'm maybe eating or something like that and other people aren't around, I'll just sit and read a couple of pages. And this book has been so helpful that I wanted to share it with y'all. So I will link this book down below in case you want to get a copy of it. But whenever I started reading it, I didn't really know what it was about. I didn't really know what I was going to get. I guess that's what happens when you pick up a book at the thrift store. I just got it because I liked the way it looked, and it was in the religious section, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So it took me a couple of chapters to really get into the meat of the book, but this author is really good. Her name is Anne Voskamp. I've never read any other of her books, but she's very good with words. And it's sort of like when you watch a show like Downton Abbey and you immediately become part of that scene, and you just feel British when you watch that video or that film. I feel so moved by the words that she uses, and it helps me to get into a better, more faithful mindset. But the 1000 Gifts principle is, one day her friend, after she had been sort of thinking about things that she wanted to do in order to grow and be more joyful in her life, and not be so hard on herself and have more of a grateful spirit, her friend sent her an email that encouraged her to write down 1000 things that she was grateful for. And so that started her on a journey that made her realize how she had just really been going through the motions of life, but not really appreciating all of the beautiful intricacies of the blessings that she has been given throughout her life. She's had a difficult life and a blessed life all at the same time, which I'm sure all of us can relate to that. But the stories that she tells in her approach to talking about the gratitude journal that she began is just so helpful and so meaningful. The things that she chooses to tell the reader about are really things that can hit home if you're a mom, or if you're a wife. Things that will help you to be a more mindful person, living more in the moment, and thinking more about things in a grateful mindset, in a gratitude mindset. And one of the sentences in this book has just really hit home for me. And she says in one of her chapters, wherever you are, be all there. And I just continuously find myself repeating those words in my mind, because that is who I want to be. I don't want to be a distracted wife. I don't want to be a distracted mom. I don't want to be a distracted friend. I don't want to be a grumbler that is so upset because things aren't going my way, or that I'm not appreciating each moment. But if I can, wherever I am, be completely present in that moment and with those people, I think it will really open my eyes to help me be more grateful and more appreciative of the things that I have. And I just found that to be so helpful to me. And I have started my gratitude list, and I'm not really numbering it. So I started numbering it, and then I thought, well, I'll just number the pages, and then I'll know from here on out that there's 30 lines in my book on each page. And I've probably gotten to about 100 or so, but the things that she points out to be grateful for are things that I've never really paid attention to. And so I'm hoping that through this journey, I will become a more aware person, and that I will live life with my eyes wide open to the gracious gifts that God has presented me. And one of the things that she's really emphasizing is how even in difficulties, God is still good. Like, we can easily be thankful for blessings that make us feel happy, or that make us feel loved, or that make us feel good. But it's really difficult to get to a point where we can be grateful for the trials in life. And it's really hard whenever you're crying buckets of tears to be thankful for the experience and to find good in each of those experiences. And I know that you, just like I, have had really hard things that we've had to sort of go through and live through. And I think it really is true that difficulties will either make us better or they'll make us bitter. And I think this book is a really good reflection of that saying, because she talks a lot about how it's easy to be thankful when good things happen, but it's not so it's a really mature person that is able to thank God for the hard things that he's given, because we do trust that everything is going to work out for good if we love him and if we are faithful to him. And so we can know that the things that are difficult and the things that are hard are going to lead us to him and are going to help us to become a more faithful servant of his, and will make us more prepared for an eternity with him. And I think that's really what life is about, is getting us prepared for eternity. And we're not going to get prepared for eternity if we are not going through things that will sharpen us and make us better. So I am so thankful that I picked up this $2 book. I'm so thankful for it. And I really think that it's going to make a huge impact on my life, because I don't think that after you begin a big project of gratitude, like mentioning 1,000 things or physically taking the time to write them down, if you notice 1,000 things that you're grateful for, I don't really think that you can stop at 1,000. And that's sort of what I'm seeing in her book, is even where I am now, she's not stopping at 1,000. She's she's gone forward past that mark and she doesn't want to stop. And I can really see that, how I'm sort of enjoying the process of noticing and noting the things that I think I probably heard but didn't really allow to impact me, like little footsteps going up the stairs, and everybody being home and quiet and enjoying one another's company. The things that I do appreciate, but I don't really take note of. I think it's going to help me to be a more mindful and aware person, which I think will help me to be a more patient person and a more joyful person. And that's what I want to be. I know that's what y'all want to be too, more joyful and more grateful and more full. And I think that noting everything that we have been given and taking the time to write that down and appreciate what we have, and even the smallest little minute details. The other day we were at the park and it was cold and I saw a butterfly in December, and I don't ever remember seeing a butterfly in December. And so now, because my mindset has shifted a little, I was like, oh, I've got to write that down. I've got to remember to put that down in my journal. So it's little things that will help you be more intentional and more aware. I just really appreciate so many of the things that she has said in this book, and I really think that you might benefit from it too. So I will link it down below if you want to check it out. I've just been going through and highlighting all of the things that I love about this book, and my pen is going to run out of ink. But the name of it again is 1000 Gifts by Anne Voskamp. And I would love to know if you have read this book. I would love to know if you have taken this gratitude journey. And also let me know if you want to do it along with me, because I think that I'm going to also begin like a photo journal of gratitude. It's sometimes hard to have a piece of paper and write down the things that I'm thankful for, but I often have my phone either in my pocket or nearby. So that's another way for us to sort of register the things that we're thankful for. So I might start that kind of journal as well. I'd be interested to know if that's something that y'all would like to do along with me. Before I let y'all go, again, I'm sorry about this. I don't really watch other people's live videos either, so I don't know if this is how normal people do a live video. I'm sure it's not. But before I go, I did want to tell y'all about 2 things that I'm really excited about that are upcoming in the channel. And the first thing is, someone had made a recommendation about a newsletter. And I do think that I'm going to begin a newsletter in 2025. I'm going to try to have it out mid-January for my first one. It might be toward the end. I don't want to take a lot of extra family time away and devote that family time to different things on the channel, but I do enjoy creating content for the channel, and I really do enjoy having this opportunity to have a relationship with y'all. So I'm not sure how quick I can gather all of this stuff together. I have no idea how to make a newsletter either. This is a running theme. I do not know what I'm doing. But I will figure it out, and I will hopefully get that newsletter out in January at some point, Lord willing. And so if I do get that out, I will probably have a little bit of information on the community page so that you will know how to sign up for that. I think I'll do it through email, and I will give you a little bit more information about that later on. And then the second thing that I'm even more excited about is I am planning on starting a podcast with my daughter Kendall, and that probably is going to start in January as well. So I'm saying this out loud to sort of force us into the next phase of this planning process, because we have been talking about it. It was actually her idea, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's a really fun idea, but we've been talking about it for probably 3 months, and she is very busy. She has a job. She has now a fiance. I don't know if y'all saw that exciting news, but she was engaged in November. And so now she's got wedding planning going on, and she goes to the gym. And so she's got a lot of stuff going on, but she's going to carve out a little bit of time to sit down and talk with her mama every week or two. And we're excited about that podcast. So I'm mainly saying that for mine and her benefit, to just put it out there. So now y'all are going to be expecting it, and we know that it's sort of on the docket now. Hopefully that will be in January that we will get the first one out. I think we're going to start a new channel for that podcast, and I think we're going to name it Around the Table. So that might change, but Around the Table, the Homemade Simple podcast, that's sort of where we're going with it. But we are going to start a new channel, and I will make sure and give you all of the details about that whenever we're ready to share the final details about it. So I'm really excited about those two things, and I'm really excited about the channel's growth. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. We are this close to 25,000 subscribers, and I have really been waiting for that number. So I'm shocked at it, because when I started a little less than 3 years ago, I thought, if I ever get 100 subscribers, I will feel like this has been a good project. But y'all have surprised me, and I'm very thankful for that. And I have met so many good friends and good people through the channel, and I'm excited about that continuing to grow. So I'm looking at my watch, and it's almost time for me to go and pick Lane back up from speech. So I'm gonna wrap up the live for today, and please just let me know down below if this is something that you would be interested in doing a couple of times a month. I don't know if this is a yes or a no. You can just let me know down in the comments your feedback about it. And I am really thankful for you being here today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. I've got an exciting Sam's Club shopping trip video scheduled for Friday, so make sure that you click the notification so you'll get notified when that comes out on Friday afternoon. But thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. I love you. I'll see you next time.